If you didn't have Christine Shirley, if you didn't have the studio and the boutique, what would you be doing?
I would be a professional poker player.
Meet a true fashionista and entrepreneur, a creative and a mentor. This is ShopTalk. Here are the vitals on Paige Sullivan. She designed her own wedding dress when she was 9. Color, aquamarine. After studying fashion design, she ditched that aqua gown and learned the business working for well-known retailers. Opening her own sewing studio and clothing boutique has been her dream. But this is not your run-of-the-mill boutique in downtown Wayne, and Paige Sullivan is not your average small business owner. I'm Lucy Lopez with Paige Sullivan, owner of Christine Shirley. Welcome to UIF Rec Studio. Thanks for being here. Most girls grow up designing their own wedding dress. They dream of a career in fashion design. At what point did you know that this is what you really wanted to do?
I would say 10. I loved sewing when I was young. I always had a hustle. I was making scrunchies, selling them at yard sales, making all these beautiful designs that my mom was selling to her friends, bless their heart. And then I went to school for fashion. I always knew that that's what I was going to do. I didn't really know it was going to turn into a sewing studio, but it became very apparent to me over time that sewing was missing in a lot of schools. Girls still, and guys, still wanted to learn how to do it, so it seemed like a really neat concept, especially in a community that supports the arts and education outside of school. So here we are.
So you're on the main line and you have this wonderful boutique, you have a studio, but there's always this competition of online business. You can buy everything cheaper online, have it shipped to you the next day. But you designed Christine Shirley a little bit differently.
I opened the studio first, almost 4 years ago, with the thought that people would come to us and want to learn. And because there's not many places around to do that, we didn't have a whole lot of competition because of Project Runway, Pinterest, just the style shifting and upcycling. We knew that we could capture an audience of all ages. So we opened our studio sort of with the thought that the community would get to know us, appreciate what we're bringing here with the arts and craft and design, get the support of the community, and then move into a shop, which we just opened this past September, where we're supporting other local artisans. We sell our work, buy really affordable, sweet, comfy apparel, accessories. So it was just like a gradual, progression of business, and then we're opening another shop in Devon, hopefully in a few weeks.
Despite of the fact that you didn't really have a mentor, you do mentor it forward, which I find to be really amazing. So you see the value in mentoring itself.
Absolutely. So when we opened, my goal was to be to these girls who is our primary student, young middle school, high school girls, to be for them what I wish I had when I was younger. So somebody bridging the gap between their age and their mom. And so like a big sister, somebody who would listen to them, who wouldn't judge them, who through the creative process could be a mentor and help guide them through some really hard years of life. I have a lot of 10 and 11, 12-year-old best friends. Some of these girls, I could be their mom, but they don't know, they don't realize that, so they'll come in and tell me what's going on in school. I can fill their parents in on things that I feel like they should know. But we are giving back to the community. We have so much love to give, and through the creative, world, we're able to do it all the time.
And at the same time, they are learning a valuable skill. And you and I talked about this before, where sewing has been kind of a dying art because it was kind of deemed to be something old people did.
Right.
But you're really changing that and kind of making it cool again, right?
Yeah, so some girls won't come to our studio because they think that I'm going to be like an 85-year-old woman teaching old school sewing, and then they show up and they're like, oh, this is so cool. I'm like, I know, and designing has always been cool, but the word like sewing and seamstress hasn't been cool. So now we're like reshaping. You know, we have girls who are creating their own prom dresses, doing commission work for people in their neighborhood. So it's coming back, and they can see the value of it for, you know, a lifetime. The parents see that. The parents are like, okay, so-and-so, now you can fix my shirts and my curtains and this and that, and their kids are doing this for them. So it's really neat to see it, you know, being rebirthed, and to be out here doing it is really special.
All right, time for storefront switch up. Here's when I ask you, if you didn't have Christine Shirley, if you didn't have the studio and the boutique, what would you be doing?
I would be a professional poker player. And not because I'm good at poker, but because I think it would be really fun. Or I would be a professional boxer, also not good at boxing. Just feel like I would want to be really good at something that like women aren't supposed to be good at.
Okay.
So hopefully Christine Shirley is going to keep working, because both of those professions I'm pretty sure I would fail at. But it's just always been something that's like funny in the thought.
All right. So now I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions, and you're going to give me the first answer that comes to mind. So
Okay.
no thinking involved. Best coffee on the main line.
Griffin Cafe.
All right. Best cheesesteak.
Vinny's Pizza.
Where do you work out after you have that cheesesteak?
Premier Sports Academy and King of Prussia.
All right. And here's where it gets interesting. How many times have you used double-sided tape to hem your pants?
0.
0? Never?
I'm a seamstress. That would be like cardinal sin numero uno.
All right. How many?
But I've used staples.
You've used staples.
Yes,
okay, well
which
that's
is even
kind of close
worse.
enough.
Yes.
How many sewing kits do you have at home?
1 million. Probably 12.
You're at a wedding. One of the bridesmaids come running at you and says, "My dress ripped." What do?
Tell her to take it off and hand it to me, and I will fix it immediately.
Do you have everything you need to fix it?
Of course. In my little purse.
That's it for Shop Talk this week. Thanks to Paige Sullivan for being such a sport and being here with us. You can check out her boutique and her studio. It's called Christine Shirley, right in downtown Wayne. Now, if you've got a story you want to share with us, you can always follow us on social media and send us a message. Thanks for joining us. See you soon.